Okay, real quick, I just wanted to go over securely a couple cool things. What I mostly do with securely is I set up the schedule. So if I go to a class and I click on these three little dots, that'll give me the history of the class and it'll take me to the class settings. So once I go into the class settings, there are some features here that I could put. One is I could type in a nickname, so like if I just wanted to say second hour, I could type that in here. I could even put where it's located in the school. I could put the description, and I could put what type of class it is. Now these are linked through Canvas, I believe, and Canvas is linked to Skyward, so that's just how they populate it with the kids. I can limit the amount of tabs a kid can have open. So if I have a test, I might limit the tab to 1, but that's done here. I can actually site lock to collection, so I don't have a collection set up. So if I wanted to do a test and I wanted to let the kids use the Desmos graphing calculator, I could put that in there. I have a block list. We'll talk about that in a second. But if you scroll down, this is the class schedule. So what I do is I just put in, you got to choose different schedule, and it allows you to put in a set schedule for Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. And I just go ahead and I plug it in, whatever our bell schedule is. And then once that schedule is set, this automatically comes on, like today is Friday, so it'll automatically monitor my first hour kids starting at 7:45. First hour on Friday ends at 8:30, that's 45 minutes later. And so then it creates a log. So then the nice thing about the log, there's a couple of things. One, I could click on this and then it'll show the computers. When the session is live, it'll show their computer screens, and I can literally look at each one of their screens. I don't have a live session right now. And then there's some features in there. You can lock a student out. You can do all kinds of stuff. But the really nice thing is if I'm teaching the class and a kid's working on their assignment or pretending to work on their assignment, whatever, I can actually go to a session history. And so this morning, I gave an assignment, and I can see every website that the kids accessed. All right, and so somebody, I found a website, but anyways, I could just copy and paste one of these websites and see what they're doing. So it wasn't my first hour; it was actually my second hour. They went to a website, and I found this, and I copied and pasted the link. But there's this website right here. But if I come in here and I say X, or I'll just do a simple equation. If I say X plus 2 equals 7, and I ask it to solve, it'll go through, and this will actually show you the steps. So if we say to kids, hey, I want you to solve this, basically a kid was trying to cheat on his homework today. We were doing long division of polynomials. So, and I asked them to show their work. Well, they just write this down. So I don't want them to become dependent upon that. So I'm going to block this website. And so every once in a while, what I'll do is I'll go in the history, and if something in there kind of like varsity tutors and stuff like that. So I'm going to block a couple of things. So let me show you how to do that. So what I do is I go to web links, and you could go to web links. These are links that I want to push to the students' Chromebooks if I want to do that. And then I have a block list. So I just call my block list Atoms, right? And if I click on block list, these are all the websites that I'm blocking, right? Sometimes the students will go on Huddle and try to watch Huddle all the time, or they'll go to cool math games or whatever. I don't want them. And this block list, I have it set up so when that schedule triggers, the block list kicks in. So I'm going to add a website. So I'm just going to go here, and And you can see some of the things that I've blocked before. And I'm going to copy and paste this website. And I can remove it. I could turn the block list off, but I'm gonna do that. And so when I do that, I notice that it doesn't find it. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to manually put it in there like this. And I just add it. And so now that is in there. And then as long as I hit save, so when the kids come in and they go on a website, or they try to go on a website during my class, they can't access any of these. And so the last thing I could probably show you is that if you go back into settings of a class, notice that here under my block list I have Adams, and that's the name of my block list. Now if I wanted to, another thing I could do is a collection. So if I wanted them to do Canvas and Skyward and very specific ones, I can push that out to the kids. And that's basically it. I don't have any students right now, but I would click on some of the features. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's a little announcement that you can make to the students when they're online. There's a you can lock their screen, and that's a fun one. And then you can manually block a website, and that automatically gets added to your block list if you want to. So that's it.